Hi my lovelies, it's Jessica here. I hope you're having a great day so far. So the video for today is a creative yoga sequence, perfect for the adventurous beginners and for the intermediate yogis. So it's going to be just a short video, just make sure that you're warmed up. So get your mats out and let's get started. Starting off in child's pose, taking your knees down onto the floor, your shins and the tops of your feet, letting your belly relax under your thighs, sinking the bottom into your heels, resting your forehead down towards the floor if you can, or maybe use a block, extending your arms forward. And slowly lifting your upper body off the floor. Inhaling, reaching your arms up towards the sky. Exhaling, taking your right hand down towards the floor, extending your left arm up and over. Breathing in. Breathe out. Inhaling, reach your arms back up towards the sky. Exhaling, swapping sides, taking your left arm down, reaching your right arm up and over. Nice steady breaths. Inhaling back to center, reaching up. Exhaling, hands to heart. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Exhaling, taking your right hand back, left arm forward, coming into a spinal twist. Keeping your spine long. Inhale back to center. Arms forward. Exhaling, reaching your left hand back, your right hand forward, gazing towards the back if that's okay for your neck. Inhale back towards the front, and then exhaling, release. From here, we're going to do seated cat-cows. On your, you're going to arch your back, look forward. Exhaling, chin towards your chest, rounding your back. Inhaling, heart opens. And then exhaling, finding space into your spine. Breathe in, opening your chest. And exhale, relaxing your chin down. From here, we're coming into our tabletop, finding adjustment. And then we're going to reach the right foot in between your hands, coming into a low lunge, sinking your hips down towards the floor. Fingertips down, or you can take your hands on top of your right thigh. And then we're going to swap sides, taking your right knee back. This time taking your left foot in between your hands. Again, sinking down low into your hips, leaving your fingertips onto the floor, or taking it on top of your left thigh. Keep gazing forward. Try to keep your hips parallel. And then we're going to sweep left knee back, taking your heels down towards the floor and hips come up into your downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhaling, taking the right knee onto your right elbow, holding here, engaging your core. And then taking your right shin parallel to the short edge of your mat, coming to your pigeon. Inhaling. And side stretching to the right if you want to. If it's too much onto your spine, you can just keep gazing forward. And then taking the twist onto the left hand side. And slowly come forward. Maybe lower your forearms down towards the floor. Resting your forehead onto your lower arms. And just stay here in stillness. Keeping your hips parallel. And just keep your nice steady rhythm of your breath. On your inhale, walking your hands back towards your right foot and tucking your left toes under. Come to plank and take a vinyasa. Lowering your knees, chest and chin hovers. Inhaling, come into your low cobra. Exhaling, tucking your toes under. Come into your downward facing dog. So we'll do the other side. We're going to lift the left leg up towards the sky. And then we're going to take our left knee behind the left elbow, holding here, engage your core, squeezing your belly. And then lowering the left knee behind your left wrist. Left shin is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Inhaling, lengthen, maybe stretching towards the left. Staying there, or maybe finding that stretch on the right hand side. Just keep coming onto your fingertips. Coming back to center. And slowly lowering down onto your forearms, resting your head down towards the floor. Breathing in. And breathe out. Allowing your body to sink a little bit deeper onto the floor. Nice steady breaths. Relaxing your forehead. Slowly walking your hands towards your left foot. Stepping the left foot back to plank. Taking your modified vinyasa. Knees down. Chest and chin hovers. Inhaling low cobra. Exhaling, tucking your toes under. Lifting your hips towards the sky. Extending your arms. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walking your dog, bending one knee and the other, maybe just stretching your hamstrings. Just extend your fingertips down towards the floor. From here, we're going to walk our hands towards our feet, towards the back of your mat, into a Ragdoll Pose. You can soften your knees here if your hamstrings are a bit tight. And just move yourself from left to right, maybe grabbing opposite elbows or just letting go of your arms. And slowly come up to stand, come into your Tadasana. Making final adjustments and coming to stillness, taking your hands into your heart. From here, we're going to hug the right knee towards our chest. You can keep hugging that knee, balancing here on your left foot, or you can start kicking out by grabbing hold of your big toe with your two-piece fingers. Making sure that you're standing nice and long. If you're finding it hard to balance here, you can just keep holding on to your right knee. And then from here, we're going to open up, taking the right leg towards the right hand side. Either still holding on to the knee or holding on to that big toe. If you're wobbling, embrace the wobbles. If you're falling off, you can always come back to the standing posture. And just be kind to yourself. From here, coming to a tree pose, either taking the right foot onto the opposite ankle, thigh, or your calf. For me, I've used the left thigh. Hands into prayer and finding stillness. So keeping that right leg or the right foot onto your left leg, and slowly come into a forward fold, walking your hands towards the top of your mat, coming into your tree downward facing dog, or downward facing dog with the tree leg. And then we're going to swivel ourselves onto the outer edge of our left foot, still with the tree leg, and extend the right hand up towards the sky. So use your core strength here. Engage your belly muscles. And then we're going to slowly lower our bottoms down towards the floor, coming into our Janushrastasana, or a seated forward fold. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhaling, folding forward. So on every inhale, you try to keep your spine long. And exhale, see if you can fold forward. If again it's too much for your hamstrings, remember you can always bend the extended leg softly. On your next inhale, look forward. And then we take a right hand behind your back and extend the left arm up, reaching your hips off the floor, coming into your modified wild thing. So your left knee is on the floor here. Your right knee is on the floor, sorry. Alright, we're going to take the left foot on top of the right thigh, maybe coming into a half lotus, and come into a twist. So looking towards your right, left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, reach up. And then exhaling, taking a left hand behind you, right hand towards your left knee. You can also reach up, another nice stretch, and then take your hands towards the back of your mat, because we're now looking towards the back of our mats now, come into downward dog. And take your vinyasa. Either the full vinyasa, come into your chaturanga or low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out, slowly walking your hands towards your feet now. Coming back into a ragdoll, swing from left to right, grabbing opposite arms, and slowly, slowly come up to stand. Again, making final adjustments, coming to your Tadasana when you found stillness. So we're going to do the opposite side now, hugging the left knee towards your chest. Keeping hold of that knee, or you can come into the full kick, so grabbing hold of the big toe with your two piece fingers on the left hand side. Balancing yourself, taking the opposite hand onto your waist. And now we're going to open up the left leg towards the left. Or if you've been holding on to your knee, so taking the knee to point towards the left hand side. Breathe in. And on your exhale, you're going to guide the left foot coming to your tree pose, either on the opposite thigh, calf, or ankle. And from here, we're going to fold forward really slowly, finding that balance, and then walking your hands forward, coming into your downward facing dog with tree leg. And you know what's coming next. From here, we're going to swivel onto the outer edge of our right foot, coming into your tree side plank. Again, remember to keep your core strong, keeping your hips lifted. If this is too much for you, you can always come down and just do your normal plank, or just chill out. And we'll all meet into our seated forward fold, Janusirasana. This time we're facing the front. Inhale, reach forward. Exhaling, forward fold. Breathe in. And breathe out. Remember, you can fold the extended leg just so that you have a little bit of a nice softness into your right hamstring. On your next inhale, look forward. Now taking your left hand behind your back and reach your right hand up and over, keeping the left knee onto the floor. Reach up, look up, and then exhaling, lowering your bottom down towards the floor, taking the right leg on top of the left. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, taking the spinal twist, right hand behind you, left hand onto your right knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swapping sides, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Breathe in and breathe out. So inhale, taking that stretch up, and then exhaling, taking your hands towards the top of your mat, releasing your crossed legs, coming to your downward facing dog. Taking a vinyasa or just stay in your dog. So as you come into your chaturanga, make sure you engage your core as well. Open your chest into your upper dog and keep lifting your hips up into your downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Try to spread your fingers, spread your toes, keeping your gaze in between your thighs. And from here, I can either step or jump towards the top of your mat. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, pressing up to stand, reach up. Exhaling, taking your hands to heart, Tadasana. From here, we're going to come into a chair pose. So bend your knees, sweep your arms alongside your legs, reach up, sinking your hips down low, and try to see if you can tuck your tailbone under so that your spine remains nice and long. Spreading your fingers nice and wide. And take your hands in prayer towards your heart. Finding balance into your right foot and stepping the left foot back, come into the ball of your left foot. Keep bending the right knee, come into your high lunge. Reaching your hands back up towards the sky. Nice strong legs here. And then we're coming into our extended side angle on the right hand side. Taking your right forearm to your right thigh. Adjusting your back foot so that the left toes are pointing towards the left hand side of your mat. Reach your left arm up. Then from here, we're coming into our Skandasana, sort of like a side stretch on the leg, but you're balancing onto the ball of the right foot. You can keep your fingertips down to the floor, taking your hands into prayer, left toes pointing up towards the sky. And then we're going to swap sides, this time coming to Skandasana on the left hand side, balancing yourself onto the ball of your left foot, right toes pointing up. Engage your core and take your hands into prayer. Awesome. And then from here, we're going to come into our side angle on the left hand side. So adjusting the back foot. So this time the left toes towards the back. The right toes are pointing towards the left hand side. Reach your right fingertips up towards the sky, left forearm towards your left thigh. And then come into your high lunge, facing towards the back of your mat. So your left knee's bent, coming to the ball of your right foot. Reach your fingertips up, looking up. From here, we're going to step the right foot to meet the left, bending knees coming to your chair. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhaling, step or jump back to Chaturanga. Inhaling, opening up, coming into your upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Catching your breath here. You can always hit the pause button to just take a break. Listen to your body. Inhaling, looking forward, stepping your feet towards your hands. Keep inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, press up to stand, reach up. Exhaling, hands to heart. We're going to do this again. So we're going to bend our knees, reach your hands up, come into your chair pose, sinking your bottoms down low, tucking your tailbone under, reach up, look up. And then we're taking our hands towards our heart, balancing yourself onto your left foot, and take the right foot off and stepping it towards the top of the mat because you're now facing the back. So come to the ball of that foot and reach your hands back up towards the sky, looking up. From here, coming to our extended side angle, taking the left forearm towards your left thigh. So now the right toes are facing towards the left hand side of your mat. You're reaching your right fingertips up, or now you can try and extend your left fingertips down onto the floor. See if this feels a bit different for you. Now coming to Skandasana. So now you're balancing yourself onto your left heel. So you're coming to the ball of your left foot, extending the right toes towards the sky, finding your balance here. I think I'm smiling because my son was waving at me at this time, trying to catch my attention. Alright, so now we're going to walk our hands towards the other side, finding Skandasana onto your right leg. So again, to find that balance, try to see if you can bring your gaze to a fixed point. You can keep your hands in prayer here, or you can even bring your hands into the floor to help you with that balance. So now we're coming into your extended side angle onto the right hand side. So right forearm to the right thigh, adjusting the back foot so that it's pointing towards the left side of your mat, and reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. You can stay here, extending your right fingertips towards the floor, so making sure that your right arm is on the inner side of your right leg. Preparing for your high lunge, so come into the ball of your left foot. Keep bending that right knee, squeezing your thighs, reach up. We're going to step the left foot to meet the right, bending the knees, hips come down, come to your chair pose. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhaling, stepping or jumping back to plank. Make sure you come into Chaturanga when you jump back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathe out. If you need to sigh it out. Open up your mouth and just let the hot air come out. On your inhale, you're going to look forward, either stepping or jumping through to seated. So you're going to balance yourself onto your bottom. And we're going to take the soles of our feet to touch, opening the soles of the feet towards the side. So your knees are flopping towards the side, keeping your hands onto your feet, and coming into our bound angle pose, where we're going to try and keep our spine long. because we're trying to keep our spine long, we don't have to be coming into a really deep fold. So even if you're coming halfway, that's fine. Wherever you are, as long as you're getting that stretch, then you're absolutely perfect. On your next inhale, look forward, and then exhale, coming back into your seated posture. We're going to grab hold of our big toes here. Keep bending the knees, and then if you can, if it's available for your legs, you can start kicking out. Even if it means that you have to keep your knees bent, just keep it bent as long as you're grabbing hold of your big toes. And from here, we're going to release your big toes and then support the backs of your legs. You can keep supporting your legs, or you can release your legs and see if you can keep balancing onto your sit bones. Keep your upper body lifted. And if you're shaking, that means that it's working. From here, we're going to grab hold of our big toes again, bending our knees and taking our feet back towards the floor. We're going to extend our legs forward, taking our hands alongside our hips, and then taking it back. Fingertips pointing towards the bottom. And then we're going to lift up, taking our hips up towards the floor. Taking your heels down, soles of feet down towards the floor. If this is too intense for you, you can bend your knees, come into a reverse tabletop. So find what feels a bit more comfortable or challenging, as long as it doesn't hurt any pain. We're going to shake our legs out. We're going to take the soles of our feet down towards the floor, extending your arms forward, and we're going to slowly come down onto your backs. So don't rush, and letting your head flop down towards the floor. So keeping your knees bent, taking the soles of the feet close to your bottom, and see if you can tickle your heels with your fingers, arms alongside your body. Come into bridge pose. Inhale, slowly lift your hips up, your lower back and your mid back. You can start interlacing your fingers as you tuck your shoulders under. Make sure that your chin is still away from your chest, and your chest is away from your chin. Avoid any neck movement here, squeezing your thighs. And then when you've had enough, releasing your fingertips and slowly come all the way down. You can do another set, or you can start coming to wheel. So the same setup, but this time you're going to take your hands alongside your ears, fingers pointing towards your shoulders. Inhaling, lifting your hips and your back. And then taking the crown of your head onto the floor. And then when you're ready, lift the crown of your head off the floor, extending your arms so that your arms are the ones that help you lift up. And when you've had enough, slowly come out in reverse. Windscreen wiping your legs, maybe rotating your wrists just to release any tension. And then bending your knees, grabbing hold of the outer edges of your feet, coming into your happy baby. So as you come into your happy baby, make sure that your lower back is touching the floor. So this also releases any tension under your back. And now finally, coming into our final resting pose, coming to our Shavasana, which is the most important part of your yoga class. Allowing your body to soak in the vestige of your practice. Just let everything relax. Allowing your breath to be shallow. Avoiding any movements. And if you want to stay here a little bit longer, you're more than welcome to hit the pause button. We're going to make little movements in our body. And from here, we're coming into our full body stretch, taking your legs to touch, extending your fingertips up and over your head. And then we're going to hug our knees towards our chest, coming into a human bowl, taking your forehead towards your knees, hugging your legs tight. And then we're going to roll ourselves over towards our right, using your right hand as a pillow. And slowly come up to seated. If you can, try to keep your eyes closed. Taking your hands in prayer, bowing your head towards your prayer, honoring yourself for practicing today. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed that yoga sequence. If you have any questions or any feedback, do please type down your comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Make sure you drink lots of water, eat healthy food, and just smile and say hi to everyone and just be so happy and positive. I think that's my only wish for you today. All right, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.